Tucker Cemetery. This is the cemetery where they're saying the first documented black person born in the United States is buried. It's a big secret that's in Hampton that many people don't know. So join us on the journey as we learn and discover new things.
A lot of us don't know about the 1958 merge. The 1958 merge did some things. Come on this side. You come on this side with me. The 1958 did some things to our community. Ward County, Newport News, and Hampton. Introduce yourself, brother.
My name's Anthony Fischella, born and raised Newport News.
And he's younger than me. But the unique thing about this story, and he wrote down, I know his two older brothers, and so I got a call from the baby, and he told me his last name, and I said, sure, I'll see you. Come on down, because I know they sent him, right? Because we got some old business we got to handle. Okay. And we want the world to know that we are not divided, that we love all our children. There is no color to what we need to do for that generation, right? We need to make sure that we are doing just this. So when you say, do I need an umbrella? I'm in my element. This is what I love to do. We're walking and approaching the Tucker family cemetery. And a lot of us don't even know who we are, don't know our ancestors, our grandparents, or none of that cool stuff. So for the last 25 years, I've been teaching the bloodline. And that's how I know my cousin. A cousin.
That's your cousin?
They are from Ward County, the other part of Newport News. I'm from Newport News. And the unique thing about the story that we tell, with the 400 years, we know our lineage. We know how we connect. So when we talk about the Moorish Science Temple, he's the Italian cousin. He's the Italian stallion, Rocky.
Okay.
Yeah. And so even with like Fat Mama, his mother, Patricia White, we've been friends since we were in elementary school. And when I first started teaching the bloodline, the first person I went and found was Patricia. Because I know when they start telling the story about Hampton University and how the White family owned all that property, I went and told them.
You're close to us, right? So
Our friends, our children are friends. He's our baby. He everybody's baby. So when we talk about this thing, we have a street family, a biological family, and a spiritual family. So the way she loved my children, I love him. He just meeting me, and you can only imagine how overwhelmed I am because I'm so young and he's so old.
Have you met his daddy before?
Not at all. And I'm thinking that you are his daddy. That's all. I read through the line real well, right? Because you told him to go pull the car around. He was shocked. That was his opportunity to drive. But he missed it. Just like that, you was like, you could have drove. I caught all that. I was paying attention. Because we love each other. And I want to teach you too. See, once I learn your last name, I can show you how you come into this story. And we're walking back into the cemetery. This is a part of the Aberdeen project, Aberdeen Gardens in Hampton.
And this is what is this again we're walking to?
This is the Tucker family. You're going to see it. Come close, keep coming. So this is the Tucker family cemetery. So you have to know who you are. Female name change, male name stay the same. Female name change, male name stay the same. So right now, as I walk, I'm a Harris. My mother's name is Mary Williams. Her mother's name was Rosetta Hill. Her mother's name was Mary Thomas. Her mother's name was Rosa Gray. And her mother's name was Mary Brown. I pull the records, I do the tours, I take you to the courthouse, I send the family books around the country. Again, they told us about the Virginia colony. They never talked about the 4 shires. They never talked about the 8 shires. They started us again at the 13 colonies, and now we see 50 states. This right here is the Tucker Family Cemetery. On it, it dates 1619. This year right here, as they celebrate, their records. We need to celebrate our own. So it wasn't shocking to me to get that phone call from Facellas. I was wondering where they was at. Because me and his brother, the last project we worked on was the whole community project. ODU, FEMA, the White House, Army Corps engineer, all that paperwork exists. There is a tool out here, a pilot program, that we're supposed to be using this pilot program that talks about how community and academia are supposed to be working together side by side. We don't ever want nobody to assume that we need no one to do anything for us. but respect our ancestors, tell the truth this time, and apologize for what your ancestors did to ours, with no excuses. So this is it. We bring our babies out here. We make sure we're telling our own story. And the unique thing about this project, in August of last year, your sitting governor now, blackface, he came out here. And they decided if you see the orange markings, your shoes gonna get dirty, but mine swave. I'm willing to mess them up for that baby. I'm glad you bought them. Because you're gonna have to tell this
Get up
story.
here by so you can pay attention.
You gotta tell this story. You know, my children may not want to tell their story, right? So it's gonna take all y'all to do it together. They might not catch it right now, but sooner or later they'll get it.
So is this a fence post right there? These little white things on the ground?
They're marking these things. So as the more we learn, the more we know. And if you know someone that has a little bit cemetery experience, like which I know you do because you're younger than me, then we come out here together and we do this one. We do the one, First Baptist Morris, the one by Christopher Newport. Right. They just left them over there. We won't talk about that. And it's another one. So I think that's some of the unique things we can do together, because...
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
You're not related to Felicia Harris, are you?
We don't know. My grandfather died in 1977. He made us promise two things. We take care of each other and we stay together.
Okay.
So as we started digging the records, the youngest boy to my grandmother's set, his name was William Mitchell Harris. He came to me in 2006 and he asked me to keep him until he died. I didn't understand, but I kept him because he looked like me. We're the only African-American, black people, colored, Negro, African, whatever one they want to call us, but with Creole when you put it all together. We're the only black people in this area that look like us. They know our tribe. We're the only black people with freckles around here. They couldn't believe it.
Well, it looks like reverse freckles.
They are freckles everywhere. Trust me. So we know our Irish cousins, we know our Scottish cousins, we know our Italian cousins, and we have been working together for 25 years now through the Moulton Community House. And I'm blessed to be here with you. I am. To know, he rode his bike down here to be with us, y'all. So you know he was in the rain. That's full dedication. These markers that you see, this is where they're coming to dig up the first documented black man named William Tucker, they say. Then they came back and said that the Tucker family wasn't the oldest. They talked about a charity family. Then they came back and told another story and said that Isabella left a child here named Peter. Let's tell our own story. Let's do it together. How old are you?
13.
Yeah. You don't owe nobody nothing. I think I remember you from 33rd Street. That's right. Hard in the paint. Real estate. I had to look at it. I had to look and look. Real estate. That's right. So it's really time to handle this business. I'm excited. We're together.
So is there actual slaves, like bodies of slaves out here on this land?
And I don't want to get too far into the story because we're going to have this whole tour with a young lady by the name of Miss Margaret Wilson. She do the tours. She have a team, and we're excited. So if you've never been here before, brother, tell a friend, because our job then, we're the elders now, if you know it or not.
We're going to tell the world.
Pimping your ride or whatever, right? But it's our job to come together now and really teach these children how we made it, right? And we made it only because we had each other, right? And there is no I in team. We have to do it together. And remember, my name is Angela Harris. My mother's name is Mary Williams. Her mother's name was Rosetta Hill. Her mother's name was Mary Thomas. Her mother's name was Rosa Gray. And her mother's name was Mary Brown. And when we do it through the church, the Thomas family built the house of prayer. The daughter split from the house of prayer and they built 6 Mount Zion. Now the family now resides in 2nd Baptist Miracle Temple. When you pull the cornerstone out of your churches, your paperwork is inside. A lot of people didn't know why Obama came here to Virginia, but as they highlighted Obama's daddy, they never talked about his Egyptian mother with her roots and paperwork tied to York County. He's a bunch On the records, which they couldn't spell, they named it Punch. And we met our cousin, Danville, Virginia, handling the business, and we'll see you soon, cuz. Let's go.
If any of y'all have ever doubted or wondered why you should vote or why you shouldn't vote, this is why we should vote. There's so much going on in our history. There's so much going on in our community. And the knowledge is out there, but we have to take time to deal with the wealth and deal with the information in people. Tap into the people. These two people are cousins, united on different sides of the bloodline. She poured the information into my son. She took us on a tour, shared her journey, shared her intellect with us. But together, we must all rise as a people. Tucker's Family Cemetery is a jewel that's laying in Hampton, Virginia, in the historic Aberdeen Garden community. Come, join us, look us up, stay heavily motivated. But know the truth, know the story. They're about to pull this body out of the ground. United, we can form a humanitarian coalition. Look at the colors, but we are still on the same mission. Stay heavily motivated. Peace.